Soul ties are so real, and I'm going to give you 5 signs to identify whether or not you have a soul tie. Listen up. 1, and these are not in chronological order or whatnot, but take it as it is. 1, you can't shake this one person. Like, no matter what, you always end up going back to them. You probably move on even after a breakup, but you find yourself wanting that person. You just can't shake the feeling of being with them or just having them in your life. 2, you become obsessed with them. Like, no matter what, even if you do try to move on, you look for them in each and every person. And if that person doesn't identify or resemble him or her in some way, you don't want no parts of it, because you are so tied to wanting that person. This 3rd one is a big one. Listen, because this happened to me. So the 3rd one is they have perfect timing. And what I mean by perfect timing is like right when you're about to change your life, like God is doing things in your life, like things are moving and you're about to take that next leap, that next thing that's about to change your life, like for the better. That person comes in at the right time to distract you, to hold you up, to delay you from receiving your blessing, to delay you from receiving your breakthrough. That's a big one. Number 4, you kind of depend on their validation. Like, you want their approval so bad. Even after the breakup or even after that person's no longer in your life, you make life decisions based off of what their opinions are of you. Like, say for instance, that person didn't like you with short hair. You go try this new look and you're like, that person wouldn't like this. Why is that person still on your mind? Yeah. And the last thing, I'm gonna give y'all 2 things. 1, this is the extra tip. You think that person is the one for you. Like, there's nobody else. Like, you don't think nobody else can take that person's place. Like, you kind of make this person an idol in your life. Lastly, you start to lose yourself. Any relationship where you lose yourself, you lose your identity, this person doesn't pour into you, they only take from you, and you can't seem to shake it, and you stay. Not only do you not know your worth, but the reason why it's so hard for you to leave, because sometimes people do know their worth and they stay, is because you have a soul tie. And it's so hard for you to shake it. So you begin to lose yourself and lose your identity. And it's hard for you to even hear from God, is because you're tied to someone's soul that God never intended to even stay in your life. That person was supposed to be an assignment, and you took that person on to be your soulmate. No, get out of it. And I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all want to know how to break a soul tie, comment, I want to be set free.
First off, I want to start by saying this video is for my spiritual people, all right? Because those who get it, and those who don't, you just going to have to find out for yourself. I don't got time to tussle today, all right? I want to talk about what it's like to really be spiritually in tune and spiritually connected to your partner. I'm going to tell y'all 3 signs that you're spiritually connected to your partner, or that this is your soulmate. And if you haven't experienced these things, man, get you a new partner. All right, so let's get into it. The first sign that you are spiritually in tune or connected to your partner is synchronization. You'll experience things like being able to pick up on each other's thoughts. And I know it sounds crazy, like, oh, we think he got telekinesis. But it's really that serious. Like, it's been many times where I've said something, or my girlfriend has said something, and just so coincidentally, the other person happened to be thinking about the exact same thing at the same time. Or it be instances of, as soon as you wake up, your partner happens to wake up right after you. Even if you didn't do anything to actually jolt them out of their sleep, like being loud or moving around and stuff like that. Like, y'all just on the same type of time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all on the same mind frame. And it's like, even if you're not around them.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, guys, we'll be talking about the signs to know that you have a soul tie with someone. Okay, so I just want to share my true sense, so I had to put the videos together so that you watch and learn. Okay, so yeah, so it has a bit deeper and it has to do with relationship. Have you ever felt an unexplainable bond with someone even long after they are no longer in your life? Or maybe you still feel emotionally connected to them despite time and distance. That could be a soul tie. In today's video, we are going to cover the key signs that you might have a soul tie with someone. So the first one is an overwhelming emotional connection. It's like you're in a cycle with this person on a deep emotional level. You can almost sense what they're feeling, and their moods affect you strongly. Even if you are not in contact anymore, you still feel deeply connected to their emotions, and you can't seem to shake off their impact on you. So another indicator is difficult moving on from the relationship. You might notice that you think about them constantly, or you compare every new person you meet to them. Even if the relationship wasn't good for you, it feels like they still have some kind of hold over you. This emotional attachment lingers long after they are gone, making it hard for you to fully move on and heal. A sort can leave you feeling like part of you is missing when they're not around. You might feel incomplete or even lost without this person, as if though you have gained them a piece of yourself. This feeling often drives people to stay in toxic relationship or go back to their exes, even if when they know it's not the best decision. So this can also trap you in a pattern of repeating unhealthy behaviors. Maybe you keep finding yourself drawn to people who resemble this person, or you fall back into old habits whenever you think of them. It's like a constant rope where your past relationship keeps clipping into your present, preventing you from breaking free. One of the most strongest signs of a soul tie is when the physical connection continues even when you're no longer physically involved. You might still feel their presence in your life through dreams, thoughts, or even a physical sensation. This lingering connection can make it feel like no one else can fill the space they left behind. You might feel a spiritual connection to this person that goes beyond emotions or physical ties. It could be as if you're spiritually linked, and breaking that bond feels more challenging than just getting over them emotionally. It may require a deeper form of healing, whether that's through personal reflection, prayer, or seeking help to save the tie. So ties can be really powerful and can have lasting effect on your emotions, physical and spiritual well-being. If you're experiencing a soul tie that's holding you back, it's important to take steps to break it, whether that's through therapy, self-care, or spiritual healing. So I remember one time I also felt like I think I had a soul tie, because I was dating this person. Once the relationship ended, I was feeling connected. Do you know that it went to an extent? I remember I was in high school and I was in class on that day. Like, this usually happens to me. He comes, I feel like he's coming, I feel like he's here. When I just look outside us, I see him. I could feel his presence. You get my point? And another thing is that this person, whenever like he's sick, I'll know that this person is in pain. Whenever this person is not happy, like, I feel like my soul was connected to this person. You get my point? So what really helped me to get over this person, it took time, it took prayers, it took therapy, it took everything, like trying to get over everything. You get my point? Yeah, so here we are. Thank you so much for watching.